I inspected every stitch, washed them multiple times, and even burned the threads on the Uniqlo Selvedge regular fit jeans. All these to find out if these are indeed the perfect gateway to selvage jeans. Let's get to it. The denim is made from 100% cotton with a red line selvage on the outseam and behind the coin pocket. Since the twill direction goes from bottom left to top right, it's a right hand twill. A right hand twill is typically woven more tightly, which makes it less breathable and more sweat inducing in hot and humid weather. On the other hand, the tight weave results in a smoother hand which is dressier, but that's not to say that the denim lacks texture. You can see some patches of white weft peeking through, though there aren't any pronounced naps or slubs. The denim starts off rigid, but even after multiple washes for over a year, it hasn't softened much and is still more stiff than comfortable. This is probably due to it being a right hand twill, which tends to be less soft than a left hand twill. Shrinkage is minimal, and because I only machine wash the jeans inside out, the fading is pretty even throughout, so no whiskering, honeycombs or train tracks have developed. Uniqlo doesn't say how heavy these are, but they feel around 12 to 13 ounces. The denim is from Kaihara, so you get the impression that it's woven in Japan, but given the low cost of the jeans, I suspect it's more likely that they're woven in Kaihara's mill in Thailand. If you check Uniqlo's website, they usually mention the material's country or region of origin if it's perceived to be reputable, like European linen or Italian leather. So by right, they should be saying Japanese denim from Kaihara. But the fact that they don't raises suspicion. Not that Kaihara's Thai denim is inferior, it's probably made using the same machines as the ones in Japan. All I'm saying is to not kid yourself into thinking that you're getting a made in Japan denim. If anything, the jeans are sewn in Vietnam. But I'm just speculating and I might be entirely wrong about this. So if anyone watching knows their true origin, drop me a comment below. Speaking of not mentioning anything on their website, the composition of the thread. So I burnt it and you can see a black flame that leaves a black residue, which suggests it's made from polyester. The polyester thread is much stronger than one made from cotton, though Uniqlo likely chose polyester for cost-cutting reasons. In terms of stitches per inch, it ranges from 7 to 8.5 SPI depending on the area of the jeans. Anywhere from 6 to 8 is considered low, but that's not to say that the relatively low SPI here is inferior, especially on a thick fabric like denim where a high SPI is not necessary. Not to mention a lower SPI creates more contrast and is more associated with vintage jeans. Durability also depends on the material of the thread, and as we've already seen, the polyester thread is a superior option. Since the jeans have contrast stitching, I prefer the buttonhole to have contrast stitching as well, so the blue stitching here feels inconsistent. Also, there's chain stitching at the usual areas, though I shortened the hem with a top stitch. Most denim heads will prefer a chain stitch hem as it results in a roping effect which gives more character. But as you can see from my top stitch, as long as the stitch tension is high enough, you can achieve a similarly pronounced roping effect. Not to mention it's more durable than a chain stitch. Moving on to the hardware, the rivets and button are Uniqlo branded, which is a nice touch, but it would have been more harmonious if they were the same color. Also, the leftmost pocket rivet is not properly centered, but is otherwise not noticeable from a distance. Meanwhile, the YKK zipper is sturdy but is a tad short, which makes it difficult to pull on the jeans. Inside, the twill pocket bags are soft on the skin and you'll barely notice it's there. After a year of wear, they are already peeling even though I rarely put anything in them. It's probably because I turned the jeans inside out in the washing machine, which exposes them to greater friction. Between them, the inner fly is a pleasant surprise. In most jeans, you'll find that the bottom edge is finished with an overlock stitch. However, on these jeans, the fly is sewn on the inside and then turned inside out, giving a smooth edge without any stitches exposed. It's not exactly a high stress area, so it's more aesthetic than functional, but it's always nice to see thoughtful details like this on the inside. In terms of fit, I'm 28 inches at the natural waist and Uniqlo bottoms usually fit one size large, so I went with a size 27 and they fit snugly on the waist. The jeans have a mid-rise and straight fit with enough room throughout the thighs, knees and calves. Despite that, they don't breathe well because it's a right-hand twill and I definitely wouldn't wear this in humid summers. Also, the jeans contour nicely around the butt and the pockets positioned high up the yoke help to visually lengthen the leg. However, they are spaced too wide apart, which makes my butt look unusually wide. For more info on how each jeans detail can visually affect your butt size, check out this video, link in description. The jeans retail for $59.90 SGD but can be found on sale for $49.90. So are these a good buy? Well, it depends. Firstly, if you plan on wearing these in hot weather, don't. Unless you're one of those hardcore denim heads, but come on. Why suffer for Uniqlo fits when you can suffer for fits on your higher tier denims? But for those who don't care about the selvage detail or fits, then the stiff wear and slow fits on these jeans are probably not worth your time and money. More likely, these jeans will appeal to those looking to dip their toes into the world of selvage denim. It's affordable, stiff but not skin chafing, and doesn't develop high contrast fades that will have others question if you've washed the jeans in the last 6 months. And although there are some inconsistencies in terms of construction and style, they aren't a deal breaker and are barely noticeable to 99% of the population. For the seasoned denim head, I'd say to go for it only if you baby your expensive denim too much and need a daily beater. Otherwise, there's little reason to get this.